There has been an illiquidity in the market, so the market basically stopped. Not many transactions have happened as people waited. Then there's been open-ended funds had to close down because of Brexit. And as people went to get their money, they need liquidity. So these open-ended funds have allowed some people to get liquidity by selling some of their core assets. So they sold a few of their core assets at discounts 10 to 15%. And eventually they offered all their holders a 17% discount, and that stopped the liquidity crunch. And since then, a lot of money looking for core, a lot of money looking for opportunistic. But unfortunately, there hasn't been much opportunistic investments because interest rates are low, it's too early yet. So that's basically it. Brexit is all about, basically depends whether it's a hard Brexit or a soft Brexit. Now it's going for a hard Brexit, where basically I think the European Union will want to make an example out of the UK, because obviously they don't want many countries sort of leaving the European Union. So I think if Brexit becomes a hard Brexit, I think the European Union will be very tough with the UK. And yes, there will be tough barriers set up. But at the same time, you know, we've had the head of Nissan and Renault come and see the UK and get assurances about him continuing to produce cars in the UK. And the UK government said, yes, they will try and cover any extra costs that he may have. So the jury is out yet. We'll wait to see. Raising funds is the most inefficient process I've seen in my life. You know, I basically have to go around the world, door to door, basically making presentations to raise money. And I am not sure that crowdfunding eventually will get me what I actually do by doing it the traditional way. So I don't think, I'd love to find a new way of raising money much faster, but I haven't found it yet. And I don't think crowdfunding does it for us yet. Not for those large amounts of money that we raise. We only did ultra luxury when in the cycle it was the right time to do it. So in 2009, 2010, when there wasn't much debt around, it was a good time to buy residential. And then at that time, it was good to basically try and make it as luxurious as possible. So we didn't really go for the luxury because that was a segment that we went to. That was the value side of the investment. It was good value to buy land cheap. Construction was cheap to build ultra luxury residential, which we then made the upside quite open. So assets that we were able to build for 750 pounds a square foot, we were able to sell at 1,500 pounds a square foot because it was luxurious. That's what made us. But we're not in the luxury market now. So this was just one time. You know, as you can see, we're in different sectors at different times. We were in malls, we were in residential, we were in offices, we're in different countries at different times. So we are a jack of all trades, master of none. We thrive on disruption because we are opportunistic. So whenever the markets are disrupted because of Brexit, because of political uncertainties, because of economic downturns, that's when we come in. So we are experts and specialists in the real estate market, and whenever the real estate market has turbulence or volatility or illiquidity, that's when we come into action. So when markets are all humming and working really well, it's not that great for us. So we love disruption.